Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to what is going to be the very last race that I do in 2025. Yes, unfortunately, is the sad truth that this opening round of the European Le Mans Series is going to be the last race that I do this year. Just putting out the usual tweets out there, just saying that I'm live and all that sort of good thing. So just bear with us a moment. Of course, things have moved around again on one of the there we go. Where's that coming? There. On one of the Discord channels. So I apologise for that. But we are live. We are good to go with this this final race, and it's going to be absolute chaos because we're going to be starting off in the wet, and then it's going to progress to dry. So it's going to be tricky to really get an idea as to what the strategy is going to be at this stage. I have taken a look at Jardier's stream from last Wednesday to get a bit of a rough idea as to what's going on. But yeah. It's going to be interesting seeing how quickly the race unfolds with the weather. So lock yourselves in, get ready for this one because it shall be interesting. We are just about to tick over into qualifying, so I'll go ahead and get the setup loaded up here. The track should be dry for quali, indeed it is. So I need to bring that down to around something like that. I was going to make some last minute checks and changes before we get going. I think we should be all good. Right. Let's go ahead, get ourselves out onto the track and see what we can do in terms of qualifying then for this one. We're on wet. We don't want to be on wets. We want to be on slicks. Alright, let's try that again. Let's go, go, go. Alright. Yeah, so how are you all doing? How's your week been? Are you ready and set for Christmas now? You got all your Christmas presents sorted, bought, wrapped, ready to gift family, friends? It's good to see. We've got Johnny here, Manga Man, Asturbo, Lowrack, and also Nicholas as well, part of the pit crew here on the channel. Thank you very much again for your support, mate. Very much appreciated. Right, this is going to be interesting. This qualifying session because it's dry, and I've not really done any dry running, so I've got no clue as to how well the car actually does and behaves on the slick tyres. We'll be finding out over the course of the race. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, we're driving the LMP3 car here in the European Le Mans Series. Driving the Ginetta. Which is obviously the most... well, not obviously. It is their most recent piece of content that they have released alongside Paul Ricard here on Le Mans Ultimate, so something a little bit different to the GT3 and LMP2 that we've done in the past. This is, of course, Split 1, so hopefully we have ourselves a good competitive race here, and hopefully the championship is nice and competitive. And we'll be able to do well. Let's move that just so... that is open. We'll be blowing cooler air in. Be nice. Okay, interesting. Not got that corner down yet. Probably could be using more brake. And that will obviously help. But yeah, just let us know, guys, if the audio and everything is all good. I was bottoming out a fair amount, even on the lowest wing. There is a change that I'm going to be making for the race, which I think is going to start off in the wet. So we'll be preparing ourselves for that. The race will be an hour and 30 minutes in length, and it's looking like it will probably be a two-stopper. Sounds all good. Excellent. Thank you. Yeah, just hoping that my mic balance was okay. Was all right. That was the main thing. Okay. Just testing things a little bit there through the Porsche curves to see just how much grip this car does actually have. So as I say, not really done any running in the dry, so this is very much test and exploratory laps at the moment. Excuse me. Right, let's see if we can get ourselves a good lap here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Way too hard on the brakes. Thankfully it's only front end damage. We are going to have to keep on going though, because we're not going to be able to reset in time, I don't think. Well, we probably can, but there's not much point. I don't want to ruin another set of tyres, so... We'll take these as they are, flat spotted. Obviously, this lap is pretty much null and void. Yes, it's going to serve as a banker lap, but we're going to be way off in the pace. Yeah, I can feel the vibrations already. Silly little mistake. But hey ho, it was in qualifying, not the actual race. Definitely could be braking later in places. Same as doing in Suzuka. Well, he crashed 3 times in the same corner. I don't think he crashed quite like that, though. At least not one of the times that I saw him crash. He clipped too much curb on the inside to the first part of the Degner curves. Which bounced him out wide onto the gravel, and then, yeah, once he's there, that was it. It was done. I have not been to the gym since mid-October. I've not done any exercise since mid-October. But yeah, it was, I think, just a little bit too aggressive for turn 1. Braking too late for that. Kind of braking at the same point I was doing for GT3s. But it feels like I can get harder on the brakes there, but I know that I can't because it's quite easy to lock the wheels in this car, as we saw. Thankfully, the spin hasn't actually taken too much tyre wear off of the tyres. They are slightly flat spotted, but Otherwise, they still feel fairly good. Alright. People coming in high 46s. Obviously, we're not going to be anywhere near that in this lap. We have good grip through here in the dry. That feels really nice. Alright, let's try this again. Without the dramatic spin this time. 18 seconds off. Much better. But now I don't have a read on the delta. It's the only problem. There is a predicted lap down in the middle right on the steering wheel. It's currently reading 351.4, so I can reference against that. We seem to be losing time in the straights. Feels so good for this. Some of these corners. There's a lot more grip than you think there would be. Hopefully we nail the breaking point this time. Much better. Pretty conservative, but much better. We can get into the 49s. That would be ideal. Bit wide there. Just a bit too much understeer there on the exit. Oh, beautiful. Floated through that last part of the chicane. E7. Excuse me, it does feel like it could be a little bit higher up, but even still, I'm relatively happy with that.
Go to the grid for a race start.
wish Charles good luck, as I believe he's in the GT3s. Oh. He must be. He is. On pole. Very nice. Right. So it is raining to start off with already. We're going to max that out. Drop that. That all looks fine. One click back on that. It's happy with. As was all that. And a couple of clicks there on that. Hey, Adam, thank you very much. And you and Luca as well. Thank you. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. And yeah, the LMP3s are really nice cars to drive. Have a lot of fun with them. Alright, 30 odd seconds starting mid-pack. That's 15 LMP3s in total. And yeah, it's good to see Charles is there on pole. See what we can actually do here in this race. We're going to go a fairly conservative start because of the conditions. That's what we're going to try and do. And we'll see if we can eke out the race stint length as well. Formation lap has started. Just in case there is ever the potential that the rain does finish sooner. Oh, sorry, the race is an hour and 40 minutes, not an hour and 30. Yeah, just in case there is the potential that the rain finishes sooner than I'm anticipating. And there's a chance of being able to go onto the slicks earlier. So let's see what's in store for us here with this race. It's quite a nice Lotus theme livery there over on the right hand side, starting alongside us. Don't want neutral. It's nice to see a mix of liveries here at the front of the field. Hopefully we can keep pace with the cars in front of us and gain ourselves some positions. It's a bit of a mix as well. Ligiers and Ginettas, which is always good to see. Alright. Let's lock in and get ready for this race. Hope you're all set, ready, because this is going to probably be absolute chaos. It'll be interesting in terms of strategy, so I need you guys' help and opinions on what to do throughout this one. We're probably going to get the green right in the middle of this chicane here. Maybe far from ideal.
Green flag, green
yeah,
flag.
as I thought. Still, we made it safely through. We're maintaining P7 at the moment. Let's hope that we can continue a clean run through these opening corners here. Yep, of course, no room given. That's two. Feel like I'm going to need to get past this guy ASAP. That was an LMP2 that we just passed there. Alright, let's go, go. Hunt for the podium begins. Hey, 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 hey. Steady. Oh, yellow flag up ahead. Does stay over there. That's good. Right, now it's just a case of trying to close up in on the 3 Ligiers up in front of us. Now the best place, Janetta. Just got to try and hold on here in this race as well. Oh. Oh, cheers, mate. Of course, we're not taking it easy at all, are we, in this opening lap? Yeah, ignore the conditions. The rain, let's go do something like that. And now we've got massive flat spots on our tyres. Yay! Just what I wanted. More people dying. Exactly what I need here. 2 GT3s side by side. Being left a huge amount of room. Sorry, Charles. Thank you. Ooh, we're a bit deep here. Right, the recovery begins. At least we're on the back of the LMP3 field now. We can start trying to work our way back through them. That'd be one. Frame rate's not ideal coming through here. 65 FPS. But let's feel a little bit low. But yeah, this first stint is all about survival anyway with these wet conditions. So that's one. We've got an LMP2 coming up behind us. Completely outbreak myself there. Definitely could have slowed down the car or tried to slow the car more. Other LMP3 drivers are really struggling in these wet conditions. Quite a lot of spins. I did increase the rear wing angle for this opening stint, and also added a little bit of rear third spring just to stop the car from bottoming out. So I was doing that in qualifying, and that was going to hamper my top speed. Obviously the rear wing's going to hamper the top speed as well, but you kind of need it in these conditions. It's more important to survive. The car it can be fairly difficult to drive, yeah. Especially in a very low downforce trim. It's There's not a huge amount of aero, and it's quite easy for the car to spin out on you. The main difficult thing is the braking. Hey, look at that. We actually made the chicane this time. See what I mean? I mean, it was a bit too fast on entry. We got a load of understeer on the entry, which usually does turn to oversteer. Yeah, I love the LMP3s as well. They're good fun. Another freebie. Guy on the inside spinning himself on the car that's in front of us here. Although still very sus. Good to see you, Gibbons. Hopefully, have you guys broken up for Christmas yet? Or are you still working? It's going deep. Been off since Friday. Ah. Lucky buggers. We are, a few of us are still working. I've got one more day tomorrow, and then I'll be off till the 5th. Well, these frame rate drops are a bit brutal in places. Bit too much curb there. Alright, 13 seconds up the road is P3. Just about made a corner this time. Meant to be off till the 5th, but may do 2 days next week just in case. That's fair. I think most people have got until the 5th off. It doesn't really make much sense coming back for like just the Thursday, Friday. Going a bit deep here in a couple of these braking zones. Oh no! Go on, you can do it, yep. I thought it was going to come back in. It usually does in practice. So not off to the best start. But yeah, it is a long race. You're alright. Plenty of other people have been spinning as well. It's a little bit frustrating because it felt like we were starting to make progress. Oh, that's another one off in the wall. And another. It is absolute chaos. Part of it, but it is chaos. Just do that. Right. Let's go again. 15s and 16s are basically what the top three are doing. Much better turn 1, 2. Well, 2 and 3 actually. Carbs getting slippy. Track is getting very wet. About another 5 to 10 minutes of rain. And then it will stop. It will start drying out. Oh, that's another one off. Let's go with something like that. I think that's going to be the strategy to go with for this race, as we are actually going to run a bit deeper into the race than I anticipated on this one tank of fuel. It's the LMP2s that are more a two-stop strategy. Yeah. Yeah, I figured that when I see my fuel calculator saying 8.5 laps is needed in the stop. And in what way is Orlo sus? They're obviously very quick. Yeah. Especially with the GT3 traffic as well, you kind of have to hope that you get a little bit lucky as to where you hit them, and basically pick your spots to overtake them, I reckon. Like, through here is going to be absolutely treacherous, but this is like one of the main places where the LMP3 is going to have a fairly significant advantage over the GT3s in terms of pace. But it pretty much will be just one line coming through. Oh, another death. Have I actually overtaken anyone since my incident on lap 1? Like an actual legitimate overtake? So everyone, pretty much every single one has been to then making a mistake. I didn't realise that the Ginetta was slower than Ligier. Although, having seen the top 3 are all in Ligier and everyone else is Ginettas, bar a few others, does start to make sense. Okay. Alright, gotcha. Thanks for the info. I'll keep that in mind when we go wheel to wheel with one of the other Ligiers. Is qualifying pace, 45 is Ginetta, okay. Yeah, I've not really done any sort of dry running in the in preparation for this event, so I don't know what my pace is. And special request, Gibbo, can you get us access to the beta builds beforehand? Press builds, there you go, that's what I meant. It'd be good to get involved in some of the events that you guys do, and access to the builds beforehand to do videos and stuff on. Seeing as Le Mans Ultimate has probably become the main sim now. That feature here on the channel. Will do. I'll try and drop you a message on Discord or something. Thanks very much. Alright, we need to focus and lock in here and keep these gaps down. Some of them are quite big. "27 seconds to P5. Obviously our tyres aren't in the best of shape, which isn't helping our cause here, but they all seem to have a fairly significant pace advantage over myself at the moment. Oh, stop and go for P1. Someone been pushing track limits, have they? Interesting. I mean, I imagine they're going to end up carving their way back through the field again anyway. Hate the downshift protection in this thing. Yep. Yeah, I don't remember it being there in the Ligier. But I've had very limited running in the Ligier, so I'm not 100% in tune with the car. It's all quite spread out at the moment. It's funny seeing the pace difference as well between the GT3s and the LMP3s. Where it's pretty closely matched. Here we go, starting to find a bit of pace now. Bit messy, but we did manage to get it slowed down and keep it on the tarmac. Alright, David. Thanks very much for popping in, and hopefully we'll catch up again a little bit later. Hopefully I'll be a little bit further up the field by the time you get back after dinner. Oh my god, the understeer. Oh. Yep. Not giving up, though. So anything can happen in the mixed conditions a bit later on. Still haven't even hit the halfway mark in the race yet. Just trying to keep it smooth, as you say. Orlo's got a drive-through as well. Speed in the pits. That really sucks. Previous lap was my fastest lap. It was good compared to quite a few people in front. It's only really the top 3, 14s, 15s. Everyone else in high 16s, 17s, 18s. Starting again, tune with the conditions. Of course. Take avoiding action there. Lost us a little bit of time, but not too much. Ah. No. I don't know what that yellow flag was for. Might have been a car spinning behind then, actually. Yeah, it was. Wish we had tyres that were in a better condition. Five. Pretty much everybody in front. It's quicker than us on that previous lap. Bit of a drying line starting to form. Still got 8 laps until we'll be pitting, and we'll be reducing the rear wing down when we do so for the dry conditions. How's Janetta in the lead? Hey Chris, how's it going, mate? Race is going alright, could be better. We should be in and around the podium, but we got hit on lap 1, and I've also had my own spin since then as well. So we've lost time through that. Yeah. That explains the damage that we have on the car. Which seems to be not having too much of an impact, so we're getting by at the moment. LMP's a lot of fun. I like it. Surprising how grippy the car actually is in the drier conditions. Tyres are doing okay. Ball 12 seems very quick. Four 11 seems ridiculous. Right, we have gained some time on some of the cars in front. Right, rain has now officially stopped. No sim upgrades for me. Not unless there's something in this as a surprise in the post coming from sim manufacturer that I haven't been made aware of. Track is definitely gripping up. Question for you folks in the chat: do we go down 2 clicks on the rear wing, down to minimum, or do we go just down a single click? You ran minimum movement on wet. Okay. I went 2 clicks up from minimum just to play safe. For these wet conditions. It didn't feel bad in on the lowest wing setting in the wet. Just for the extra safety. And also for the slightly transitional conditions. Going to play it a bit safer. Right now, quicker than your race. Interesting. I assume you took slick tyres in your normal scheduled stop. Oh, all those into the pits. Interesting. It feels a little too early to go in for slicks though, if that's what he's planning on doing. Or he's had to salvage drive through, isn't he? Easy does it, Yorkie, easy. Thought for a second there I was dipping wheels into the grass. Hence why I straightened up. Bit earlier. Yeah, interesting. How much fuel did you have to put in? Way too late there. Don't quite have that much grip yet. My fuel calculator saying that I'm going to need 8 laps, but obviously that's with the current pace and the track is getting quicker, so I need to account for that. There we go, that felt much nicer. MP2s are on their way. Car does not like those bumps and those curves. Way down on time compared to the others. We did have a moment. Don't like this, we're losing ground to the cars in front. I mean, they probably had been running minimum wing, so that would likely be helping them out. Visually, it looks so much better coming through this North San Chicane than on the straight there. Obviously, there's going to be variance in lines, whereas quite consistently people are going to be on that exact same patch in the braking zone. Go, Jods, go! Alright. Got to pay attention here because obviously the LMP2 is now starting to come through. This is where we can begin to lose time in comparison to other people. It's obviously something that we don't want. Let's try to track a little bit, cool the tyres. Hey, little Graham. How's it going, mate? It's good seeing you the other night. Stuff. Right, I need to be another couple of seconds per lap faster than this. Getting out towards the damp stuff. Oh, P4 lost a bit of time there. Tried the brownies, yep. The, I think it was like Oreo and biscuit one is gone. The lemon one's interesting. We've had a bit of that, but not all of it. Peter, thank you very much. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, my dude. Slightly distracting going into the braking zone, but all good. Right, so in 8 laps plus 4 that we've got. So that'll be 12 laps of fuel is what we're going to need, at least. Still very wet in a couple of places. The big question is, if we were to pit now, where would that actually put us? In quite a bit of free air, I think. Which would be nice. It's just a little bit too wet in a couple of spots. Where if you make a mistake, that's it. You're gone. I won't pit on this one. Messing with them curbs. Right, so it's about 35 seconds behind. He's going to be losing quite a lot of time on this opening lap because of the tyre warm-up. So 9 laps. It's 3.5. Leady's coming back through again. Ooh, leader and LMP2 making a mistake. And Jardy is quite a long way behind. I think it might still be too early for slicks at this stage, considering the amount of time that the guy who has pitted for slicks is losing. Get you through there. Gotta be careful with that. Cool. Faster than the two cars in front of us, but they were having to deal with GT3 traffic. Who I think are very much on slick tyres. Oh! Like... I mean, the rating against his name says it all, really, doesn't it? It does say he's a dangerous driver. Should have been thinking a little bit clearer there. Hey Necro, doing alright, thanks. How about yourself? Yeah, no damage from that. Certainly not any worse than it was anyway. Exhaustion with holiday prep? Yeah, not surprised. That's a nice Rebellion livery. And that was quite the slide there. Tyres are definitely suffering. Right, let's be a bit more careful this time. I think we just about managed to get away with that in terms of timing. We will go for one more. $70-odd litres should do it, I think. 11 laps might be a bit conservative. New mediums down 2 on the wing. Should put us in a good spot, I think. Oh, Lexus in front. Getting a little bit loose there. Alright, let's see if any of the other guys in front of us dives into the pits. Just like Angel was. P2. Should just about clear this Porsche, we do. That was pretty crucial. Didn't know they were going to the pits, but that certainly did feel important. Right, we are going to overfuel the car a little bit here. I think. Seems like the right thing to be doing. So everyone else is switching to the slick tyres. Hopefully, we can have ourselves a good outlap here and get tyres up to temperature fairly quickly. Why are you rotating me? Didn't need that. I felt like it cost me time. Right, got to remember we're on stone cold tyres at the moment. And we're also back on minimum wing as well. Alright, let's go. Hopefully we can get some temperature in these. Hopefully we can start closing in on the cars in front. Got 1.2 laps more fuel than we need at the moment, but I'm anticipating that with this last section of the race being faster, oh my god, there's very little grip through that. We should be in and around on the money. Race leaders in. I imagine all the other guys will be in as well on this lap. So on the line, it's fairly good grip. It's just staying on that racing line. It's going to be the important thing here. So I was hoping that we were going to avoid these GT3s, but they're pitting in and around the same sort of time as us. It's very difficult to avoid coming across them. We just got to be sensible as to when we pass them. Right, tyres are there enough there now after Porsche curves here. Not what I was hoping for. We got held up a little bit there with that guy, but rather be safe than sorry. Oh, the LMP3s in front has had a moment. Quite a big one. So everyone in front has now pitted. Top 5 is possible, I reckon. So the Ligier in front and P6 has had a fairly big spin. They might have some damage. E4 is coming up to speed. Hopefully we can close in on them. 20 seconds. Basically, need to be closing like 1 second per minute. Which is what we're doing at the moment. They are on cold tyres. Booked it. Should have gone right, but I didn't know how far back he was going to roll. Where things are going to get sketchy with this Porsche. Hopefully it's not really a dry line that's wide enough. Would have been a big risk going around the outside there in the Porsche curves. Didn't fancy it. So edgy. Past his first sector though. Still doesn't feel quite 100% dry there. Still a little bit of understeer mid-corner. And not the fastest middle sector. Still good. Still green. How's it getting there? Not quite optimal, but good enough, that's for sure. Making good ground on P5 here as well. This is the sort of pace that we need to be having over them. We want to pass them before the end of the race. Order. $54.9, bloody hell. $56.7. We lost a lot of time now on the exit of the Porsche curves, though. I didn't hit him into the wall. I don't know if you guys can't see chat, but Radling has just said that I hope that I crash. Thank you for hitting him into the wall. Hello. How's it going, Luna? Oh dear. That's a dead Lexus. Hopefully they stay over there. Just about. I'm not going to get this GT3 beforehand. Our rate of gains over the cars in front has slowed down. Maybe quicker. Oh, and again. Just about saved it that time. Oh, Cardo's had a moment. He's lost a lot of time. Need to keep eating into these guys in front. Oh. There's a bit of a moment there. Come on, last 20 minutes. Got plenty of fuel. Another LMP2 coming. Is it? Yes, it is. Well, that's made it a lot easier getting past that Porsche. Unfortunate for them, but yeah, I don't have to worry about them through here now. I was worried about having to go around the outside of them from this long right-hander here. Thomas drive-through. Certainly went a bit off piste there. That's for sure. Oh god. Yeah, wasn't making that one. Closing in rapidly on P4 as well. They had a 4:02 on that previous lap. Only 9.5 seconds up the road. Certainly feels like traffic's probably playing its part here. Pardo seems to be struggling quite a bit. Just a fair amount of time. This is going to be an interesting last 10 to 15 minutes as well, because there's quite a few GT3s up in front. As we can see, we're in the midst of making our way through the field. So over the coming laps, we're going to continue to work our way through this lot. It's going to be giving us opportunity to slip on through. Hopefully we can pass this Mercedes before Indianapolis. We're closing up a little bit quicker than this though. Bit risky going offline, but managed to make it work. There's reasonable grip offline, so that's good information. That's good to know. Trying to work through the rest of these GT3s in front. There's not as much grip there as I thought. Can you be a bit compliant, please? No, of course not. What are you doing? Move out of the way. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's still damp offline, that's the thing. It's not as grippy as the dry line. The dry line's quite thin. So when you're on it, grip is good, but if you go off, it just doesn't want to grip up as much. Need to be not touching that inside curb there, bouncing the car, that's bad. Right, we need to be making a bit more progress. Lost a bit of time on that previous lap. Yeah, the guys in front are very much in and amongst GTs. Just helping us out here. However, I do have one to clear myself. Although that's worked quite nicely with where we're getting this Porsche. It's not going to be quite so nice as where we're going to be getting these two here in front of us. Hopefully we can time it. It'll be on the start-finish straight after the chicane. So I don't think I'll clear both of them beforehand. Alas, we are not going to be. Pretty good pace, but I want a little bit more. Especially where we're getting these two now, this isn't good. Two of them fighting, we're going to lose time coming through the S's section here. And Tetra Rouge. Come on, 6 seconds to P4. There's a fight up ahead. Be careful with those curves in the chicane. Slipstream all the way down along this street, which is good. Not all the way down along it, but first half. Oh, Mercedes, Mercedes, Mercedes. We made that work. We needed to make that work. Two more laps. Sketchy. Go on, guys. Give it a live stream a like. It's going to be an epic final battle here in the last couple of laps. Closing in on the cars in front. There's still GT3s that we need to pass. They could be getting away, slowing each other down, and there's a side-by-side almost going into the chicane. Could be on for a P5 here. I'm trying to push, but I'm also trying to safe push. Definitely feels like P6 is on the cards. P5 might be a stretch, but never say never. Especially in the last couple of laps here. Where's the race leader? LMP1 Gold. Where are you? Behind us. 7 seconds behind us. That could be really close. Obviously, I want the extra lap. We're getting the extra lap. Oh, Jards is like right there. Oh, he's going for it. It's a side-by-side. Oh, he didn't quite get it. Right there at the end, photo finish. Right, let's see if we can do it now. It's going to be so tight with this Porsche. I didn't go as wide as the guys in front. Why is this showing that Jardier's half a second in front of us? Unless he's watching this battle. Not quite close enough. Or P4 had a moment. No, P3 had a moment, sorry. Oh, there goes one. Almost got killed, but we're good. Knew that was going to be a risky rejoin by them. This is going to be really touch and go now with this Ferrari. Which is Charles. I really hope that Charles sees us here and lets us go. Oh, Charles, boy, careful. Might have to have a word with Charles about that. Not really happy. Like, happy I got 5, but that was way too much. Way too much. Although might be running out of fuel. No. Yep. Oh my god. What the hell was that ending there? P4. Holy hell. What an insane race to the end of 2025. Jesus. Oh, man. Who was the guy who was not happy with me in GT3? Bradlinger. English Yorkie, come on. Oh man, what a hell was that ending to that race? Oh, that could have and should have been a podium. Obviously, without the issues, but man, oh man, that was a crazy final lap. Crazy final lap. Pardon me. Pardon me. Right, well, let's go and take a look at the results. And also the replay. Quite a bit to unpack in that race. We certainly gained positions. Hey, we gained on rating. Good. Quite nice. Still classed as a rookie at the moment. And race contact with Ragnar. So that was the one bit of contact that I had, apparently. despite getting hit on the rear on the opening lap. Okay. Let's have a look at the points. 294 points. It's pretty good. Good haul. I'd like to have, as I say, been a little higher up, but nonetheless. Recovering back to P4 is good. And then where are we overall in the championship standings and all that sort of thing? It's not showing. Okay, let's go and take a look at the replay then. And yeah, you definitely caught the a good finale there, Necro. Oh. Yeah. I've got some work to do in both championships for the next races. So obviously, with it being Christmas Eve, I'm going to be missing the race Thursday. No. Sorry. Christmas Day. I'll be missing the race Thursday evening. So I'll be missing the second round of the World WEC Experience Championship. But we should be back in time for the next race of this. Will we? Let me check my calendar real quick. No. So I will be missing the second round of European Le Mans Series. So the next time that I'll be back live streaming again will be Thursday the 1st of January 2026. Or round 3 of WEC Experience. So that'll be the next time. But these sort of races with the mixed conditions are a hell of a lot of fun. It's really, really nice to see the more gradual progression and the dynamic progression of the drying line, and it not being quite so pre-baked and predetermined. Because it progresses in a really nice organic way that feels very much like it's driven by the players driving around the circuit, rather than here is the racing line that we've predetermined for you and this is going to drive first over everything else no matter what's happening. And it makes for some really, really cool, fun, interesting races, especially with the strategy. I think we called it pretty much perfectly on the tyres, I'd say. Obviously we overfueled by a lap. I wanted to cover myself there just in case it did go an extra lap again. I probably could have gone lower on the rear wing in the wet conditions, but that could also meant that we may have had 1 or 2 more spins than I did actually have. Obviously kicking myself a little bit about the mistake that I had, because that cost me quite a lot of time, and it would have made getting onto the podium a little bit easier. But all in all, a good fun race in the end. Just, yeah, some work to do on the setups, dialing those in for future races. Obviously I have a good idea as to the kind of rough direction, but the LMP3s are new cars that I haven't quite 100% got my head around as of yet. So they're not 100% refined. They're in the right sort of ballpark, just they could be dialed in a little bit more, I think. But here we go anyway. Loading in now. We'll take a look at the race start and the opening lap there, because there's quite a few incidents. And then we'll see what happened as well with well, the incident with the GT3, which I'd very much hold my hands up. That is my fault. I should have gone outside because I was on wet tyres, so I shouldn't have been trying to press for the drier line. But I thought I'd be alongside enough before the apex of the right-hander going off down the hill to warrant some space, but I imagine they were probably on slicks and therefore trying to stay very much on the racing line where the grip is. Alright, Necro, thank you very much for tuning in, mate. You have a good Christmas. Hope you enjoy it with the family, friends, whoever it is that you're spending it with. And likewise for everyone else as well. Right. Let's take a look. It's nice to see a grid of liveries. There is the York Sports livery on our LMP3. Looking rather nice as well. Right. We want this. So yeah, the hammer drops right here in the middle of the chicane. Which obviously wasn't ideal, but we had a good drive coming off the exit of it, no dramas there. And there's nice lovely space around the outside here, so it's like, cool, we'll take advantage of that. And just in front there's that little touch there which unsettled some cars. Managed to react in time to that happening. LMP3 spinning off there. Sorry, LMP2 spinning off. Much better drive off of Tetra Rouge to pick up the slipstream here. Necessarily a bit of leaning there, but it's fine, it didn't amount to anything. Then what happened here? I think they just outbroke themselves. Right, looking at the rear, slightly higher than the left. Yeah, they did just outbreak themselves. Don't know why they came all the way over to the right. It works. It works in the dry, not so much on the wet. There I am, spinning off. Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. Thankfully, it didn't get collected by anyone else. We were able to get back underway again. So apart from people spinning, there's really too much else that kind of happened through all of this. The leader had spin, I think. The track is looking very wet still at this point. Is drying. Try and find, here it is. Yeah, that's a silly move by me. I don't know why they're pissed at me though, because, well, they're fine. I came off worse with that. So obviously I then spun. What actually happened with them? So they said that they hoped that I crashed. Which makes me think that they had another incident somewhere along the line and wanted to blame me for it. Is it here? No. Then what's going on? What's their problem? I will say they have a very nice livery. It does look really good. Really nice design. I am confused. This lap? So, lap 12. Not lap 13. It's this lap. So what? Where did I apparently make them hit the wall? Alright, Jensen, thank you very much for tuning in. Merry Christmas to yourself as well. Hope that this is a good one. Yeah, I'm at a loss as to where they can blame me for an incident. No clue, right. Here we go, I think this was the last lap of the race. What actually? Maybe he just outbroke himself here. Ah, there was contact with Charles. Ah, that's pretty unfortunate. That's been there. Yeah, this is a little bit too much by Charles. Yeah, he just got loose on the exit. Unfortunately for me, Orlo in front is lifting and coasting. Obviously, he didn't quite have the fuel to go to full distance. Sat in high gear, look. Try and keep the revs down. And he did place his car pretty well. I could have gone for the inside, but it would have been very, very tight. So I thought, I'll try the outside. Didn't work. I tried to basically make sure that I gave enough of a gap to basically say, like, look, I'm not going to try and gain the advantage. But yeah, he had nothing on the exit. Even if I had a little bit less of a good run coming out of or into the final corner from where I came, I probably still would have got them for the line anyway, but yeah, I wasn't making that. Man, what a crazy end. Crazy finish to the season. Great fun though. Really enjoyed that. Hopefully you ladies and gents did as well. Please do leave a live stream or like on the live stream. That would be very much appreciated. And obviously thank you everyone for tuning in. Not only tonight, but also throughout the whole year as well, because the next time I'll be seeing you will be in 2026. So with that, appreciate all the support, appreciate you. Hope you have yourselves a very merry Christmas and a happy holidays, whatever it is that you end up doing with family, friends, loved ones. I just hope that you have a great, fantastic, heartfelt time, and look after yourselves. Enjoy, be merry, and I look forward to seeing you again in 2026. Until the end though, have fun, stay safe, take care.